back to the vlog and welcome to Girona. On today's video, as you might have noticed from the title, I'm going to be doing my very own 20-minute test. And I'm also going to be explaining why 20-minute tests are so important and why you should be integrating them into your training. And if you happen to not care about that, you can laugh at me going full gas and putting myself in a bit of a box. So let's get out on the bike and get into it. Hey Neve.
Hello.
Hey Logan. Where are we going today?
Banyolas.
That's a lie. We're going to El Far and then Ola.
Do the cake shop.
All right, let's go.
So out on the bike this morning, as you can see, I'm joined by Neve Bradbury from Canyon. I forget the third sponsor. What's it called?
Zondo Crypto.
Zondo Crypto.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get the name right over here. Canyon SRAM Zondo Crypto. It's a bit of a mouthful. And Logan, who is a Canadian rider who also lives here on the Team Skyline. And we're headed out towards a climb called El Far. It's a little bit chilly. We've got a mix of warmers going on today. So let's start with the basics. What is a 20-minute test? What is a 20-minute test?
So you do a 20-minute test, and then you go flat out 20 minutes. You take 95% of that number,
Yep.
of your average power of that 20 minutes. That gives you a theoretical threshold,
Yep.
which is what you can hold for an hour. And then that's basically what you'll base your training sessions off of. Our threshold's a good indicator of your fitness, and then that's how you'll plan your training. So if you do 395, your threshold's around 380 or something, that's where you'll do your threshold efforts. And then VO2s will be 110, 115% of that threshold number.
Got you. And the big thing that people are looking into at the moment is fatigue resistance. And that means you might be very well able to do 400 watts for 20 minutes at the start of a ride in the first hour. But can you do it after some intervals in the fourth or the fifth hour? And your ability to resist the fatigue as the ride is going on, it's one of the most important things as to what it actually means in come race day, right?
You're never really going to be able to do 20 minutes all out fresh in a race unless it's time trial. Usually where the race is won or lost, you're already 3,000-4,000 kJs deep.
Exactly.
So you need to be able to hit those numbers over and over again.
Question for you. What's your best 20 minute ever, so I know what I'm comparing myself with?
It's 395.
Okay, so close to 400 you could actually just say 400.
Yeah, I wish. My coach sends me a voice message. He's like, 5 watts, really? You couldn't do another 5 watts? Meanwhile, I was like dead on the side of the road at Roca Corba.
Anyone who's done a proper 20-minute test will know the feels afterwards. You need to be left alone for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why it's vlogging this week, huh? Unbelievable.
Hello mate.
Hey,
How are you?
you good?
I'm good mate.
Long time no see.
Where are you going today?
I'm gonna get chicken. It's actually my main achievement is to get chicken.
Chicken?
Yes,
Where are you going to find chicken mate?
Dominique.
What?
I'm just gonna ride 3 hours so I can like eat some chicken with a good feeling up there. You know?
So it's the chicken ride then, yeah?
And the chicken shop closes at 3, so.
So guys, Neve's on a recovery day, so she's heading back now. So it's just gonna be me and Logan. But before she heads off, she's gonna give me a few tips for my 20-minute test, as if I've never done one before.
Probably the worst person you should ask, because I literally did one yesterday and it was horrid. But just go full gas and then hold on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're not a negative split, not a positive split.
Maybe you should do a negative split, because I did that yesterday. It didn't turn out so well.
Go full gas out of the gate and then hold on for it. 20 minutes.
Maybe pace first 10 and then hold on for it. What are you aiming for?
There you go.
This is what my coach told me to do.
The first 5 minutes shouldn't feel that hard, right? And then you should ride into it.
You're asking me as if I've done 20. I did my first one yesterday.
So you're
Have
gonna
a
leave-
Red Bull maybe.
have a Red Bull.
Oh, that's really good advice, actually.
You can't just decide to do a 20-minute.
I was pretty mentally prepared yesterday and it didn't go well.
Okay, we need some positivity here.
What happened? Did you at least complete it, or did you pull the plug?
I
It's
did
fair
the first
play.
10 minutes and then it started going down, but I didn't press lap, so technically I still
One of the most important things for any 20-minute effort is getting your fueling right. Having enough carbs. Something that I struggle with is sometimes on my efforts not having enough in me. Oh, it is a caffeine gel.
Oh, you're gonna be pinging now.
It is.
There you go.
There you go, especially a caffeine gel, guys. Pop one of those. What, about 15 minutes before, 10 minutes before?
Caffeine should be more like 45, so you might have missed the window there, but.
Okay, caffeine a little bit before. Okay, here we go, guys. We've made it on to El Far. I'm gonna talk quickly about what I'm aiming for today. What are you doing, firstly?
I'll hang on for as long as I can to get some videos.
Yeah.
And just heckle you.
He says as long as he can. He could definitely do the whole thing if he wanted to, and more, but it's a rest day. Rest day.
Yeah.
About 10 days ago, I did 363 watts on a training ride. So we worked out, should be about 15 watts more.
That would be, according to my calculations, 378.
It's quite a big number.
Pretty good.
Quite a big number. Well, I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna set out with a negative split. I'm gonna start at 375 watts. Hopefully in the last half, we can pick it up. Anyway, I'm gonna get the side. I'm gonna switch over to a few shots that Logan's able to get of me whilst I'm absolutely suffering up front. Let's go. That was awful. That was absolutely awful.
That's usually a good sign of a 20-minute test is you're in the ditch.
I'm in the ditch.
How'd it go?
That was hard, man.
Yeah?
That was hard work.
You looked like you're going easy. The first few,
The first
like
bit,
first 10 minutes.
But you get the first 5 minutes for free though, don't you, on the 20-minute test?
If you're feeling good, yeah.
Yeah, and then it hurt, and then it hurt soon after that, which it did. Yeah.
What'd you hit?
Guess.
I want to say like 384.
Whoa. Got a bit carried away at the start. I did 385 for the first 10 minutes, and then we got to about 13 minutes and it really started to hurt. So I backed off a little bit, and I managed to pick up in the last 2 minutes. I got to 381.
That's really good. Hey,
So-
you beat the target.
Beat the target.
There you go.
Not bad.
That's good. That's really good, actually.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Could be worse, right? All-time best was about, I think it was about 412, but that was like 2019.
Yeah,
So we're
that's-
talking 6 years ago. Yeah, I feel like I paced that effort quite well. I definitely went out a little bit too hard, got carried away. But then we got to the last 2 minutes and I was just really pulling everything that I had to try and keep it above that 380 mark, which I really wanted today. All things considered, not too bad. Right, that's enough climbing. Let's go shred some descent.
Give you the gas to get.
I was gonna say, is it really a monster day?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Today. You got me swinging, man.
It's a Coke kind of day for me. Trust us. I'm always propping up my camera with something stupid. We are almost 3 hours into this one now. We've stopped for a mid-ride Coke. We are currently not far from the town of Olot, and we're gonna be heading back now. So it's probably just over an hour back. We're having some sweets, because otherwise I'm not making it around today's ride. You know it's good because it's got about 5 different E numbers in it. Yeah. Final thing to mention is location, or where exactly you're going to do this effort. Obviously 20 minutes is a fair amount of time. You're going to be covering a little bit of distance, so finding a climb is ideal, and not just any climb, but one that's going to be fairly consistent in pace. It's not going to have any downhill sections. If you don't happen to have a climb near you, then I guess Zwift is going to be the next best thing, and they do have a lot of preloaded interval sessions and different options for 20-minute tests that will be able to figure it out for you.
I think like percentage of the climb is quite important as well.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to climb that's too steep.
Yeah.
Because like you need a good cadence so you're not burning your muscles out with torque.
Exactly.
So like 5 to 7% is like pretty ideal.
Made it back to Girona, mate. It looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah, that's crowded.
It's getting dark.
I would have been devastated if my white socks would have ruined today. Nothing like the...
Mate, I didn't know you were singing tonight.
Yeah, first ever gig. We'll see how it goes. I mean, a few drinks in me and I'm prime Bruno Mars. I haven't rehearsed at all.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me today. It was great.
Yeah, of course.
Really good ride.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Until next time, maybe tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah. Just made it back to my apartment. I've now had some carbs and brought myself a little bit back to life after what was a decent training day. It was, in the end, 133 kilometers, 1,600 meters, and 4 hours and 20 on the bike. So a massive shout out to Logan for joining me, and also Neve. I hope you learned something within that video, and maybe even it's inspired you to do your very own 20-minute test, whether that be on Zwift or outside. Of course, all of the metrics and the data I've recorded on my Strava, so if you did feel like checking that out, please do. I've left the link in the description. As to what's coming up, next week I'm flying to America for the Sea Otter Classic over in California in Monterey. Very, very excited to head over there. I've never been to that bike show. And I'm also taking part in the gravel race on the Thursday. So really excited to get stuck into that one on my Van Rysel. I'm there with the awesome guys from Sturka, my nutrition partner. I'll be on the stand throughout the week. And I'll also be making time to visit my other sponsors who happen to be at the event as well, in Azos of Switzerland, Van Rysel, my bike sponsor, Tailfin, who will be there. If any of you guys are at Sea Otter, please do come over to the Sturka stand. One last thing before I go, if you haven't already watched my film Overland a couple of videos ago, it's approaching the 40,000 view mark and the comments have been amazing. And the more views we get on that one, the more chance there is that I can do a feature-length film like that one again in the future. But yeah, for now I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to get on with this edit this evening. Please like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe of course, and we'll see you very, very soon in America. Ciao.